Hello everyone and welcome back to PAX and Recreation. Just the truck, you know what time it is. It's time for Broom Broom Aetherdrift. And it's BUNDLEMANIA. You saw the title, so that means we're continuing the saga with the next bundle because this set, Aetherdrift, had two bundles. So it had the normal bundle and the finish line bundle, and the difference is that one is more expensive than the other. That's kind of the main difference, but it's because it also includes a first place box stopper. So if you haven't seen the normal bundle, check the link here or link below in the description because, well, we talk about that and we kind of compare the two a little bit. The art here, this box is kind of foil. It's kind of a weird thing that they released a first place or finish line bundle with first place box stoppers and all that. Because why? Like normally they release special collector bundles or something when they have a reason for it, and normally the reason is either the set is like a Universes Beyond thing, and you know they want to drag to get more money from people, so that's kind of how they do it, or it's close to the holidays, so that's why they were called gift bundles, even though like no one will give that to another person. You buy it for yourself because it's a more expensive bundle that is normally limited. So collector's bundle is a more appropriate name. Now they transition very quickly from collector's bundle to finish line bundle or whatever name bundle, like horror bundle or nightmare bundle or whatever, which is more flavorful. And I don't dislike it. The last one that we saw in a special format was the one from Dustmorn. Link here too, or down below. That one had a very specific format, and I was worried for a second that the format for bundles will be different, at least for special bundles, but it's not the case because it's just a normal bundle. But they did prove in that one that they could just do special bundles with smaller boxes. Now, this one is actually interesting because normally a bundle has 9 play boosters. Here they kind of shifted the thing a little bit, and as you can see, it has 6 14 card play boosters, so you know, less boosters. But in exchange, they have 2 collector boosters. Now, normally, this set, these special bundles have 1 collector booster, and that's kind of the reason why they are more expensive, because they try to, you know, put in the price of a collector booster. And in the case of the Lord of the Rings, that was the reason why those were crazy expensive. But normally, in the case of the more special ones, like the one from Dustmorn, they also come with special cards, and they do this thing that I hate a lot, that is that you buy something that is very limited and very difficult to get your hands on, and it's very expensive, and then you have a random possibility of getting 1 out of 3 different cards, which was the case in Dustmorn, which, you know, cool, because I would just buy singles then, but it kind of sucks. Here, they kind of fix that. They give you 2 collector boosters, which is good because, you know, this is great, but people normally come here for this. You have 1 first place box stopper, so which are basically the only places where you can get the super duper special cards that are yellow that people don't like them. And it says like, it's the perfect gift for a Magic fan, especially if that fan is you, so they know that you buy this for yourself. And it's funny that they still use this text as if this was released close to Christmas or holidays, or as if this was released, this was called a gift bundle, and it's not, so it's kind of Now, it's true that they also say the gift thing for normal bundles, but I digress. The box and the die, which are very cool, and I think that those two are kind of like great because the overall bundle is cool, but I think that is because of these two things, because this is great, this is cool, and this is actually awesome. They have 3 extended art cards, and in this case, products shown are English language example only, but they come with 3 cards. It's not you can get 1 of the 3, and that's good. Just give me just give me 1, you know, just give me the 1, or just say, oh, you get 3, and that's it. So it's a little bit more pricey. Ironically, it's not as pricey as you would expect. I feel like the ones from Duskmorn and from previous sets were more expensive than this one, and I think it's because this one has an MSRP, so people can't go that crazy. But well, let's go into it. We love bundles, so let's see what's up. They also have the data here for like what a play booster usually contains and what it doesn't, and what a collector booster contains, etc., and all the details. So it's made in Japan, manufactured in China, which Everything is made in Japan, but the die is manufactured in China. So that's everything that happens. The same with Pokemon and One Piece. Everything that is plastic is made in China. Everything else is like Japan or some other place. So let's see. The box already a nice step up compared to the other bundle, and overall it's a very nice looking box. And that's kind of it showcases all the pilots and all that. Pretty cool. I am missing when the pre-releases have some text in here. This doesn't, but it could. Let's see. The insert. Oh, there's no insert. Oh, that's a shame. They were like, okay, listen, boy, you're getting 2 collector boosters, a box topper, and 3 extended art cards. No insert for you. Which, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna cry about it, but like that feels very random. So the box is beautiful. I have to say that this box is a lot sexier than the other, and you may be thinking, well, duh, that this is the more expensive bundle. Normally, these have like better looking boxes, but it's not the case. For Modern Horizons 3, for example, actually, wait, it was the Tamiya one. Yeah, the normal one was the one that was ugly. Oops, but it's not that linear. Like sometimes obviously this is subjective, so it's whatever, right? But I don't feel it's like a linear thing. Like obviously the more expensive bundle has better art. It's not always like that. But this thing is very pretty. It's kind of foily, not bad, and it's very elegant. So you have some of the contestants here, Aetherdrift in foil, logo here, logo there, kind of badly cut in here, but what can you say? And then the other drivers, which is cool because they could just repeat the art twice, but they didn't. They are actually using the different drivers. So that's pretty cool. The box is great. And right there, you have a win. What the hell is this? Stickers? Is this somewhere in here? Oversized die, art cards, collector booster, first place line. Collector booster individually packed. You will score 6 play boosters. Well, they don't have lands in here. Wait, no, actually they do. A full cycle of first place foil. Wait, it's here. Well, we tend to ignore the plus area because normally it says plus. It contains 2 reference cards, and no one cares about that. But no, it has like 15 traditional foil and 5 first place foil full art driver seed basic lands. So ironically, this has less lands and less good lands than the normal bundle. So if you want those, just buy the normal bundle. And mana symbol stickers, which I wasn't counting on. So this was a pleasant surprise. So mana symbol stickers, cool. Weird, but cool. I found that they're including more and more cool but weird stuff in the bundles, and I'm all in for it. Like the Duskmorn special bundle had these posters and these like hollow, not hollow, like what's the name of these things? Like you had the pogs and so on that if you move them, they move, they change positions or something. I can't remember the name. Well, that thing, but for Duskmorn. And here, it's 5 stickers, nothing crazy. They do have they are like kind of branded in the middle because it's one of the stickers, you have to split them in the middle to stick them to anything, but it's the 5 mana symbols. It's kind of cool. They have like this metal aesthetic-ish because they're not foil, they are just normal stickers. It's kind of like you can put it in your car, or you can put it in your bike, which actually wouldn't work in your bike. So I guess that the only place where this makes some sort of sense to glue on is either in your portfolios or something, or in your laptop or your tablet. You know what I mean? It's the magic symbols. They are always cool. Now, if you ask me, obviously I will have preferred like just black and white or like the monochromatic thing instead of like this metal thing. But this is the car, the broom set, the vehicle set. So nice detail, nice to have, appreciated. So the divider, we no longer have the cardboard cup. We have this cool divider with dividers on it. So this art from Neo G, which is very cool, of Chandra in her motorcycle. everything is happening there. It looks like a Tron thing more than the Magic the Gathering thing. And then from Ivan Chavran, I don't know, this Gearhawk, I think, art. So it's pretty cool, like a graffiti kind of thing. Not bad. Some people don't like that type of art in Aetherdrift because they say that the set is all over the place. It's like neon, but it's also Mad Max, but it's also graffiti. So I see what they are saying, but I don't necessarily agree. Now the die. This die is what you expect from a racing set. So the normal die, which we saw in the other video, was pretty cool, and I actually like it a lot. This one, you can see from the distance what it is about and from what set it is. And for once, they actually managed to make it very readable. So if you see all the other sets that have triangle markings, like the Ixalan, the Lost Caves of Ixalan and all that, it's very difficult to read because the numbers have like these weird fonts, but here is like a perfect, normal, round font. So it's very easy to see what number you got, and it's basically a race flag. So it's a very cool looking die. I actually like it a lot. I mean, if you don't, understandable. Maybe some people wanted like some gold thing or like transparent thing, but I think it's very cool. It's like a race flag, is what it is, right? It's pretty cool. I think that it makes more sense. Well, it makes as much sense as the other one, right? The normal bundle one, which is like a blue with gold. So love it, very nice detail. I'll put it here with the stickers. And now for the boosters, we get the 6 normal boosters, which we're gonna open first, the 2 collector boosters, which we're gonna open after that, and then the box topper, which I'm gonna open last so that you can scream at your screen. And this is the lands and the promo cards. So let's see what's in store. You can tell this was made in Japan because it's not the usual paper thing that we get over here. So kind of already curled, but what you wanna do, right? Amonkhet Raceway. Start your engines. You have tap, 1 colorless, or generic, and well, it's actually colorless. Max speed. You tap it. Target creature gains haste until the end of turn. So not a bad land at all. You have Avishkar Raceway. So it's the 3 planes where this happens. Start your engines. Same. Gives you 1 colorless, and max speed. You pay 3. Tap, discard a card, draw a card, and last but not least is Muraganda Raceway. Start your engines. For you tap, well, it gives you 1 colorless, and it has max speed. Tap, it gives you 2 colorless. So I can see why people love this one the most. Obviously, now if I have to be, this is the order of the race, I think, but the order of rarity is kind of here, like boop, boop, boop. So, and you can tell because this is okay, this is better, and this is great. So it's like we can give you 1 colorless or give you 2 colorless if you are at max speed. So it is what it is. Kind of balanced, not bad. So let's put these special lands in here, and you have the planes, the 3 of each, because these are all the art styles that there are in foil. And then you get the golden ones. So in the normal bundle, you get the normal ones, both in foil and non-foil. And here you have the yellow ones. So some people have complained about this. If you have seen me opening Pokemon packs, there are the special trainer cards that are like neon pink. So people don't like that. This is neon yellow. And I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but this thing is a mix between gold, like gold shiny, and just very yellow. So it's kind of annoying to a degree because like everything is yellow. You only just see the cockpit, which I think is the joke, right? But as much as I have praised the normal lands, the normal, cockpit lands in the other video, saying like, well, you have the cockpit, but you can tell what everything is just by looking at the environment and so on. So I think they are great and very creative. These ones, not so much. These ones are kind of bad in my opinion because they are all yellow. Yes, you have the icon here in the bottom, but come on, this has to be readable from across the room. And planes, I guess you have a pass because it's yellow, but here in the island, this is not even blue. The only thing that is blue is the cockpit, which I think is what they use to try to get away with it, but in the case of the swamp, it's green. So very confusing. The mountain, this is more or less brown, I guess, and then for forest is green again. So they tried, but The two reference cards that you know you know that they don't care about this when they didn't reference them in the box, because normally they will have referenced this the reference cards in the box as one of the bonus or plus things, but they didn't. So not relevant. So let's see. Let's start with the play boosters and see what we can pull from Aetherdrift. Oh well, this is made in Japan. So you know what that means? That means that the booster is very difficult to open because it's not supposed to be open like this. It's supposed to be open here. So you know, it's lovely that they make them in Japan, which is more expensive for them. That's sure. Some people love the Japanese cards because they are more difficult to curl, and which there is some reason to that. They normally they have a different order. They are backwards, as if they were collector boosters, which is weird. So you have the token here, I guess. You have a full art foil swamp, not bad. And then see, like the foil card, roadside blowout, and possession engine, which is the rare of these boosters. So these boosters are backwards. They are like collector boosters. And yes, some people prefer the Japanese cards because they don't bend as easily because of the humidity that is in Japan by default. But the problem is that normally the cards made in Japan are the ones for Asia, so they are in Japanese. There are some cards made for the other Asian countries that are in English, and those are the ones that people chase normally. In this case, Wizards just went like, this is the premium set, the premium bundle, I guess. So these ones are made in Japan. So whatever. The normal one is made in their respective places. So the US in the US, Europe is in Belgium, and for Asia is in Japan. But for this one, they went, just Japan but English. And I mean, I love it. I wish that it was the case all the time. My brain is kind of confused because I'm opening boosters as if it was Dragon Ball or One Piece. But yeah, and I guess that, the idea is that you open them like this, or you can make some sort of joke, because this is what we normally do with the collector boosters, that, you just save the best for last kind of thing. But maybe, but with play boosters, this feels very random. So I guess you can make some sort of joke about the Japanese efficiency and say that it's only like this because the Japanese are more to the point. So it's like, you open it, you immediately get to the rares and mythics and the foil one, and then everything else goes to the box. So Howl Squad Heavy is the rare of this set, of this booster. A foil Keen Buccaneer, a Servo token that is also a top tier token, and Bloodfell Caves. So yeah, what I was saying, I still haven't got the hang of this. I do prefer to open boosters like this because it's more likely that the card will be bent in any way by the opening process. But yeah, so you can say that the Japanese go directly to the point because they go like, okay, land, foil, cool. So they don't even have to do this, They just go like boom, boom, cool. So Fearless Swashbuckler and Unstoppable Plan, not bad. And then for the rest, they just go like boom, 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 and just move around. So it's an interesting choice for sure. The cards smell different, which I'm certain you likely just blinked like in that meme with the blonde guy going like, sorry, what? But it's true, the cards smell different. They actually smell pleasant, which is interesting. I know it's a weird comment, but as I'm opening the cards and going through them, I feel like I don't know how to open this because I feel like I should be able to go like and go all the way down. But as I was opening this, and doing this, a faint smell came to me, and I was like, what is this smell? And I just smelled the cards. So smelling the card explains the card, people. So I just smelled the card, and the cards smell very nice, which is something that also happened with the One Piece cards. Japanese ones, they also smell like, I don't know, food or something. It's weird. I know this is like crazy, like madman talk. Ooh, Beachbone Verge Gives you 1 black or 1 white, but you activate only if you control a plains or a swamp. So very good land in full art plus. But why I'm saying this, because normally when I buy cards from the US or from Europe, because of multiple products, they smell, well, like ink or like a factory product. They smell, it's not a pleasant product. It's not a new book smell, you know, because I know that some people like to open books and just smell them and go like, I love the smell of new book and all that. It's like, it's not that, because it's not a pleasant smell, but this thing smells like some sort of perfume. Very faint though, mind you. It's not like I'm opening the cards and like suddenly all the smell comes to me and it's like, wow, this is crazy. It's like, no, it's just a very faint, sweet smell. It's weird. It's very weird, and I am good thing my family knows I do this, because imagine me sitting here talking alone with gloves, and suddenly someone comes into the room and I'm here smelling cards and going like, what a sweet smell this thing has. And someone just enters the room and goes like, oh, okay, time to take him to a shrink. So nice, Caradora and Explosive Gateway, not bad. Certainly not my proudest moment, but please comment down below if you get one of these. Smell the cards, please. Smelling the card explains the card. And tell me if I'm going crazy, because I already smelled like 3 of them, so it's not like a coincidence. All these packs smell nicer, like some sort of sweet, very soft, very faint perfume, compared to the European and American cards that just smell like paper or like ink or whatever, right? So again, please let me know. I'm not crazy. I swear I'm not crazy. So you can actually just. This is how we open boosters in the West. Yeah, bam, 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 bam. So nice art card. I feel like art cards are more of a chase thing now, because a lot of people didn't care about art cards before, and some people still don't care. Oh, nice. So repurposing Bay in foil, very cool, and coarse cloth wrappings, not bad. Zombies you control get +1/+1, and a full art Border Rocket, cool. Not a bad booster to close the play boosters. So what I was saying, I was saying that I don't know if, because a lot of people when they open set boosters, which were the fun boosters, you get tokens. Sometimes you get an ad, because Wizards apparently no longer puts ads in here. I didn't get one yet, so thank you, Wizards. I guess stop it with the ads. We're already buying stuff from you. You don't need to give me ads. But now the art cards are a very rare thing, right? So some people used to collect the art cards, and I now feel that since no one cares about them, even though here you can actually see the art in detail and like all that. You sometimes, plus you have the signature ones, which is the equivalent of like a foil version, I guess. I feel like art cards are even more rare to collect, and therefore more valuable as a collection. Because now there's only 50 something, and they only come randomly in packs. So I don't know. Food for thought. Let me know if you care about art cards at all. So now let's go to the collector boosters. We have 2. This is booster number 1. It's also Japanese, because you can open it here. See, this is my problem. It's like, what I'm supposed to do here? Go like this, because I don't want to force the corners of the card. So I guess you need to. Now even though they are Japanese, they are in the order that Wizards makes now for collector boosters, which is the less dramatic one, which is you open it and you immediately get the chase cards right away. So Vehicle and Chandra in foil, then a Willow Rush Verge, this new type of dual land, which is very cool, in foil, add 1 green, 1 blue, or 1 green only if you have a forest or an island, and another one, but not in foil. This is a very good card because lands are actually the basis of Magic the Gathering, but it's kind of a meh booster that you pull twice the same thing. And a Bulwark Ox is an Ox mount. Whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Sacrifice this creature. Creatures you control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Saddle 1. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of this style, but not bad. A card from the commander decks, Renewed Solidarity. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+0 at the beginning of your end step. For each token you control of the chosen type, the enter this turn, create a token that's a copy of it. So very dangerous, very cool. Riverpire Verge, nice, but not only full art, but like in normal, cool, and in foil. And a foil Spot Cycle Scouter, which is the card from Neo G that is one of the dividers. This art is great, kind of confusing, but great, and in foil it really pops up. So it's great, and I got the same card again. Jesus, what a weird boost! What a weird booster! It's like twice the same card twice. A planes in foil, see, a lot nicer than the yellow ones that I don't get. And then the normal stuff, which is I always feel bad saying the normal stuff and just going through them faster, because I know that someone designed these cards, and it's actually harder to design average and normal cards than it is to design good cards, because good cards is easy. Just go power crazy, and then you play test it, and your peers and yourself kind of adjust it so it's not too crazy, and that's it. But doing cards that are just okay and they kind of work, that's more difficult, unless you copy and recycle designs from the past. But that's that depends on the designer. But I feel, and then all the artists that do art for those cards, that's also nice art, nice artists, a lot of detail and work is put into this. And people just go like, oh, well, this is chaff, and blah, 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 and just go over it. This one we're going to open backwards because that's the way it's meant to be played. NVIDIA. And basically go this way. Go this way. Broken Wings. By the way, I was just before talking about like, Japanese cards, apparently they don't bend as easy. These cards are already semi-pringled. So yes, you can put the meme of like, looking at something, not excited. Looking at the same something, but it says Japan. Whoa, crazy. It's kind of the vibe that I'm giving right now. But again, I said, in my defense, I said from the beginning, people say that they don't curl. I don't know because I don't buy that many Japanese cards. So let's see. Now for the heavy hitters. Rangers Refueler. Not bad. That style, like graffiti style. I like it. From Francisco Badilla. I thought it was Padilla, but it's Badilla. Cool. Nice. Interesting. Apocalypse Runner in foil. Not bad. Again, the same style. Some people really don't like this style, but I'm okay with it. Agonasaur Rex. Cool. In foil. Trample, cycling 2 and 1 green. When you cycle this card, put +1/+1 counters and up to 1 target creature or vehicle. Okay. From the commander decks, full art, Red Tomb Mystic. This is a very interesting card. For 1 and 1 blue, flying, each creature card in your hand has cycling 1 and 1 blue. So if you're into cycling, that's what you need. So let's see the hitters. Waxen Shape Thief, or Vaxen, I don't know. 3 and 1 blue. These look like cards from Secret Lair. It's very weird. It's a shapeshifter, it's a 0/0, has flash. You may have this creature enter as a copy of an artifact or creature you control. It has cycling 2. Not bad. I can see myself doing some trickery with that. Now for the second to heaviest hitter, Marketback Walker is a construct for XX. This creature enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. If you pay 4, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, which is kind of expensive. And then when this creature dies, draw a card for each +1/+1 counter on it. I guess this is a very late game card. Like, it has to cost you a lot, and then you have to pay 4 to put a +1/+1 counter on it. I guess you don't. You just put in a proliferate deck or something like that. Going Australian all of a sudden. Or New Zealand. Shapeshifter, nice art, and Zombie, nice art too. And now the last card, the Piece of Icy Stones. Boop. Hazoret Godseeker. Oh, nice. This card looks nice. Some people may hate it because it's an Amonkhet card and yet it looks like a graffiti, but for 1/1 red, legendary creature God. For 5, it's a 5/3 indestructible haste. Start your engines. And 1 and tap. Target creature with power 2 or less can be blocked this turn. Hazoret can attack or block unless you have max speed. If you don't know what Start Your Engines is this mechanic with the speed that we got one of these cards here, right? You just keep increasing your speed until you are in 4, which is max speed, right? Interesting mechanic. It's like everything is a saga to a degree. And now, last but not least, the box stopper. The box stopper, sealed product, not for resale. Now, this is, even though this comes with everything, here is the thing. I was about to say, this is, even though everything comes with a Japanese cut, this one doesn't. But yeah, this one actually has it. So it's supposed to be very nervous because I don't know how to open those corner things properly. And I'm always thinking that I'm putting some stress on the cards. Well, spoilers, you already saw the one land that we get, which is a mountain. Japanese cards don't curl. Also, Japanese cards. So sorry, I run my mouth as usual. As I said, okay, cool. Now for the card that everyone chases, all the cards in yellow or gold or whatever. The Last Ride. Okay, I mean, it doesn't look super crazy from a visual perspective, but at least the contrast between black and yellow kind of makes it work. So not many complaints, but let's see. Legendary Artifact Vehicle is a 13/13. It costs only 1 black, but the Last Ride gets -X, where X is your life total. And then for 2 and 1 black, pay 2 life, draw a card. And crew 2. So the rearview mirror showed Winter what awaited him should he fail. So not bad. Not bad at all. So that's the bundle Reno for Aetherdrift, the collector bundle, right? The finish line bundle. It includes a first place box stopper. So my balance here is if you can find it for MSRP or for a price that makes sense to you, again, don't pay markups and basically do markups, don't pay for markups. Just do the math, right? It has 6 boosters, 2 collector boosters, and the box stopper. Well, you can only get it in this thing, I guess. So this is where you need to do the math, and then everything else is an extra. So, if this, you do the math, and it gets to, I don't know, I'm going to throw a number, right? I don't want to do math right now, but if this gets you to, like, I don't know, $40, and then you find this for 50 something, it's like, well, okay, maybe $10 for this, and this, and the lands and the stickers. If it's worth it for you, then sure. I think that if you can find it at the recommended price, at a price that makes sense for the boosters, I think it's worth it. I think that, ironically, the set that no one cared about, because it's the racing set and all that, has one of the best collector bundles to date. Obviously, it's a limited product, and blah, 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 and if you don't run, you don't get it, so FOMO and, all that. But in terms of what it's here, it's very good. You get 6 play boosters, 2 collector boosters, so that is all random. But then you get the first place box stopper, which gives you 1 random card and then 1 random land with that gold treatment. But you also get these 3 lands for sure, which are good lands, cool lands in full art foil, and then all these lands and 5 of the gold lands, if you care about them. I don't particularly like them, but whatever, I like rest. And then this very cool box, this very cool die, and stickers, which is, very random, but certainly appreciated. So if you like all that, yes, I will recommend it, as long as you don't pay too much for it. And well, yes, you get the dividers too, which are also kind of cool, but it's cardboard. Everything is cardboard at the end of the day, but yeah. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the first line bundle, and if you think that Wizards should always do collector bundles, or this should be like a thing that they reserve for some sets, or at least for the holiday season, because it's very random that Aetherdrift of all sets has a special bundle, and you can be, I know what you're thinking, you're saying like, oh, but Phyrexia will be one, have a special bundle, and that was a January set. And it's like, yes, but it felt like a special thing because of the aesthetic. I don't feel like there is anything, I don't know. Overall, my opinion with Aetherdrift is that it's kind of all over the place. You have the aesthetic that is like blue and yellow or blue and gold, and that's like the overall aesthetic. And blue is kind of the main color. But then this is like orange, and you have this elegant thing, and it's kind of cool. But then you have like the Mad Max looking stickers and some cars that look like very Mad Maxian. But then you have things that look very graffiti-like. You know, all these cars look very graffiti, and these special treatments look like a graffiti too. But then you have these special treatments. These ones do really look like a graffiti. So graffiti meets Mad Max, and then you have the special ultra treatment, which is gold cards because first place, right? So visually, it kind of feels a little bit all over the place, but I like the idea of it. I don't know if the execution is that good, but I like the idea. So let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you think about this bundle, and I will see you next time, broom broom, on PAX and Recreation. Bye.